I'd like to say hello to everyone out there in TBC land. My name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey. It's a pleasure to be with you for another live broadcast with you for my 309th live broadcast. That's 309 today. And I want to say thank you for everyone that's coming on. Um, I want to first thank my loved one for always being there, with me. It's always great to have her there watching me. And I see people coming in, filtering in on the chat right now. But I want to recognize some other eyes that's watching me now today. Because see, my little secret admirer, my little one called Kayla, and also my butterball there, Caitlin, they had actually another location with a very lovely person that's watching them. That's a part of our family called Stephanie. And I want to say hello to you out there, Stephanie, because I know you're there watching it with them. And also another beautiful elderly one, my Aunt Linda. These are my wonderful family that I love so very much. That at another location with my two little ones watching it, because they're not with my loved one at the hospital watching it today because it's so cold, outside. But the fact is, they're watching me. And it's great to have other family members watching me too, because I love all of you and I miss every one of you. Okay? Listen, I want to thank the people that's here in our chat area. Thank you so much for being here. I know Mr. Haroon, the first one in the chat, I just want to recognize him. And I know there are other people, some other people filtering in of the Bangladesh community. Now, Haroon is in Africa and Nigeria, by the way. But I want to thank everyone that's here watching me today. Okay, there are two things I'm going to talk about but it's all pertaining to the Billion Coin. Okay, as we working towards 1 billion members in the Billion Coin. Now, what I'm gonna first do, go to my chat area, not my chat area, but I'm gonna go to my blog at blog.thebillioncoin.info. So what I'm gonna first do is do a screen share. Okay, so you can see my screen. And let's go to the blog right here, okay? All right. Now, today was some send button meetings for 5 other send button meetings being in today. And I was at all of them. All of them did a fine job. The leaders did a fine job. They had panelists and everything. Now, it doesn't mean that we have to always understand their language. As long as you're in the chat area and you recognize that you're there, so everyone know that you're there and you're supporting them, okay? Now, at the end of every send button, there's a keyword, and you get these cookies that's considered as like points. Okay, so I got the 5 million cookies in addition to the one I had doing yesterday's send button meeting that Randy Wilson did. So that's 6 million cookies I earned because I was there. If you want to learn things, people, you have to attend these meetings, these send button meetings. And if you want to continue to learn every day, join me on my live broadcast. Okay? Because I don't believe that too many people out there are there any out there that knows as much as I know about this blog. Because it's something I do. I study. I'm a student of the blog and have been one since I joined the Billion Coin back on February 24th of 2017. So I'm going to let you know, be a student of the blog, okay? Don't just read the blog, be a student of the blog. And let's look at the first one here. This recognize all of our send button meetings that were held today, okay? Every one of them did a fine job. Every one of them did a splendid job, okay? Did a wonderful job. And they went over the same thing that Randy did yesterday. Remember this? TBC, which stands for the Billion Coin, is not a currency with a mission. It is a mission with a currency. I hope y'all understand that. TBC is not for the greed. It's not for one that have a scarcity mindset. is for the love and prosperity and creating abundance to lift up humanity. Okay? And this is the same thing you all saw yesterday. Okay? I went through this blog post, almost 3 days ago. I think it was on Sunday I went through it, I believe it was. This past Sunday. And it was an awesome blog post that was written by TBC admin and talked about when this person was a child. And it talks about gaining self-confidence that I also talked about. And the admin talked about that self-confidence. That subject will be in many blog posts during this year of 2019. Okay? All right, let me come out of this blog post. Now, here's another one that was also a video that was done, okay, with my friend over in India. His name is Pritam Kumar, and he comes on my live broadcast often, but he may not be with us today, but he's busy. This guy is busy bringing on merchants in his country. And this was a 40 grain transaction. And 40 grains, in case people don't know, is in terms of USD, US dollars, that's about $108. Okay. All right. I'm not going to play these videos because y'all will not be able to hear it from my computer. So I ask you just go to the blog and listen to these videos if you haven't already done so. It says, hear the hammer falling as the bright future is being built with 40 grains of transaction in India. And this was his 10th success report. He's doing multiple success reports per day, folks. I'm telling you, he's getting it done over there. Okay. Here's another one. This was the 9th one. Okay. All right. He's doing videos with this. These are actual transactions being done. Okay. And this one was a big one here that he did. Okay. This was 104, folks. This was a huge one here. This was actually $1,400. Now, we know what's the rule, folks. If you make a transaction of over $1,000, you must contact the commissioner at commissioner.thebillioncoin.info. That email, and it has to be approved by the commissioner. So Pritam had already contacted the commissioner and approved this. See, admin does not have a problem with us doing large transactions, folks, but you just got to follow the procedure. And the procedure stands that you must contact the commissioner first before you do a transaction of over $1,000 or more. Okay. All right. And I'm gonna just read this part right here. It says this transaction brings a reward of 1.4 billion cookies. And remember, cookies are like points that we redeem during redemption month, which we're still actually we got maybe just 2 to 3 days left on this extended redemption period. Okay. So these will be redeemed because I'm sure that Pritam did a verification transaction in his Creamcast back office. I know him and the receiver did that. What I went over the other day. Okay, that made the blog the same day I did 308 live broadcast, which was yesterday. Matter of fact, that appeared on the blog. It showed you how to adequately do a verification transaction. After you made the transaction, do the verification of it in your Creamcast back office that we refer as KCBO. And it says that this transaction brings a reward of 1.4 billion cookies. That's 14 times 100 million, which equals to 14 whole TBC coins. Now, how much is one TBC coin worth, folks? 8.7 million US dollars. there is a limit of 100 TBC coins as a cookie reward while we are in the billionaire zone. TBC is on solid ground right now, and large transactions are encouraged. It didn't say it was restricted. It says large transactions are encouraged to fill in the highest levels in the billionaire matrix. The more TBC coin you have, the higher you will be in this matrix. Now, folks, my loved one and I know I have, and I haven't redeemed my coins yet. My God, I'm gonna receive at least almost 7 more coins, but I'm well over 35 TBC coins right now. I'm just letting you know. It's just me. I don't mind putting it out there. And I'm not bragging or boasting. I'm just pressing upon you. If you follow the system like I do, if you're doing broadcasts, if you're attending all send button meetings, if you share this opportunity throughout the world, then guess what? And let me just say this about broadcasters. If you're a successful broadcaster like yours truly, then guess what? People will notice you. People will want to partner with you. See, when people are not broadcasting, they're missing out on that opportunity. Okay. And by the way, Mr. Pratam Kumar is a active broadcaster. Okay, this is this was actually a YouTube video in Bangladesh, and medicine was available worldwide at 50. Oh my goodness, let me click on this for a minute. I'm not going to play this video, but this is showing that this guy here, it says you can actually buy homeopathic medicine by TBC 50% for merchant. Oh my goodness, this is good. This is great. See, it's indicative of what I've been saying about the Bangladesh community. They are actually now using TBC to pay for at least 50% of their medicine. 50% TBC and 50% their currency. That's what it's basically saying. Okay? That is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is great. Great news to hear that. Okay? All right, let me keep going. All right, if y'all didn't see this great video, I've subscribed to Jeff Berwick YouTube videos, and he's very knowledgeable about cryptocurrency and where government is doing to a lot of countries, and just, not a different subject matter that I won't go into right now, but this one is titled "Imagine a Country Without a Government." Very, very great video, folks. Okay, this is not Jerry Berwick. This is another fella here that's actually interviewing Jeff Berwick. Okay. Okay. This says excellent training session in English on Facebook prospecting. This is my friend over in Cameroon in Africa by the name of Mbek Derek. He's killing it out there, folks. He's crushing it out there, TBC, in his country. He has a facility that I talked about. And I'm not going to play the video, but again, all TBCians, please play the video so you can listen to it. And look at here. This was posted. This was my broadcast yesterday. I had not even done this broadcast maybe I say even 2 or 3 hours, and it was already posted on the blog, folks. And it says, and this is what I did. This is what I did during this broadcast. It showed how to properly do transaction verifications in your KCBO, which stands for Crinkle Cash Back Office, to receive cookie rewards. And this was my video yesterday that made the blog. And folks, that was also my that's my second time this week already. And this is just Tuesday. So I'm featured in the blog at least 3 to 4 times a week. See, we're admin and I and Randy and some other leaders around the world. We're on the same wavelength. We are aligned. We're trying to get the word out about this great opportunity called the Billion Coin, and trying to, and with the goal, the mission to end global poverty. Okay. Okay. I believe that was all. Okay. All right. There. Now, I'm gonna show you this for a reason, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna just show you this, and then I'm gonna tie it to TBC. Okay. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it too. Now, y'all know that I'm active. I study cryptocurrency, which is digital currency. I've been studying that since the first week of December 2016. So I'm very knowledgeable about this great evolution of digital currency that's swiping, that's all over the world, and it's going to be adopted. And imagine not even having you become your own bank. It's just crazy. But the city of Chicago, Illinois, here in the United States. Now, in case y'all do not know this, I'm just talking about Bitcoin now. Bitcoin has, Bitcoin is sweeping the world. So these things called Bitcoin ATMs are all over the world and just popping up like crazy. Well, the United States, although it may be a little slow in adopting Bitcoin mainstream, we have just in Chicago received 30 new ATM to encourage cryptocurrency adoption. Wow. Isn't that something? Okay. Now, I'm going to just read this part right here. It says, okay, reportedly, Bitcoin Depot has delivered 30 Bitcoin ATMs in Chicago since this year began. The company has been said to compete with several BATMs operations in U.S. state. This can be attested to the fact that Bitcoin Depot has 200 kiosks in the city alone. Wow. Wow. Chicago got 200 just in that city alone, which is higher than any other region in the United States except in its headquarters in Atlanta, Georgia, that is. You know, I'm gonna just say this. I'm not gonna go in depth in this particular article. Okay, this is just one of the one of the websites that I subscribe to that pops up on my screen, and btcnn.com, www.bcnn.com, 2Ns.com. But I'm saying this to say to you all this. Just like Bitcoin as a market-based cryptocurrency and TBC as an abundance-based cryptocurrency, TBC will be used for the same purpose. As I just showed you on the video, in Bangladesh, they're now starting using TBC to pay for their medicine, at least 50% TBC and 50% in their currency. You see? That's the tie-in I'm trying to show you. Just like market-based coin, like Bitcoin, is being used all around the world, the same thing is going to happen, because when Bitcoin came out in 2008, 2009, okay, it was just thought of an idea, pretty much. Not many people, I heard about it in 2011 myself. I only wish I had invested back then. I'll be a multimillionaire by now. Because those that did invest back then are multi, and some even billionaires. Believe it or not, that's true, very true. Okay. And I must say that just like the income that's in our TBC wallets that my loved one and I have, and people on my team, and teams all around the world, because we are over 3.3 million members in the TBC right now. When we reach 1 billion members, folks, okay, let me just go back to our blog. When we reach to 1 billion members, and let me go, just come out of it so y'all can see my face. Probably better that way. When we reach to 1 billion members, folks, our coin will be its greatest value ever. Because as you already may know, a lot of you may know, every time a person, every time a human being, every time a person joins our community, the value of our coin goes up and is measured by a grain of gold. Now, 4 grains of gold is just a little over $10. Now, when we started, as some of you probably remember, when we started the Billion Coin back on March 21st of 2016, it was measured by a euro, fiat currency, which is paper currency. But admin was smart and said, what was the precious commodity? What was the precious metal that's not created by any machine or man? It's created by our earth, our planet. Gold. See, gold is considered a precious metal right now, in case y'all don't know that. And a lot of people don't know it, but you should be trying to get as much gold as possible right now. Because gold has stood the test of time and does not go up and down like fiat currency, like our dollar, for example. Just think about fiat currency for just a moment. Here in the US, maybe 30, 40 years ago, $20 may have bought you a full cart of groceries in a grocery store. You can pay by just maybe a couple of items in a store for $20 for $20 US now. It would never fill a cart. Not even a dollar store here in the US. You can fill a cart with $20. See, the value of the US dollar, now our value hasn't went down like most countries, but it's gone down. Fiat currency soon will be a thing of the past. Eventually will be a thing of the past. We're moving towards digital currency called cryptocurrency. And there's 2 types. I had explained this to someone yesterday. We have over 2,000 market-based currencies, starting with Bitcoin being the first one. But to my knowledge, there's only one abundance-based currency, and that's called the Billion Coin that we refer as TBC. And when Bitcoin came out, it was not adopted, and it's just getting slowly adopted around the world, more in other countries like Australia and Japan, few other Asian countries, more so than the US. But eventually the US is gonna have to take hold to it. Because if you don't move with the times, if you don't move with everything, with the evolution of what's happening, just like the internet was invented, people thought the internet was a scam or wasn't real. And right now, people are doing online banking each and every day of the week. They're purchasing e-commerce, buying products all over the world, throughout the hour, around the clock. So what I'm saying to you is this: whether people want to believe TBC is going to make it or not, that's for your belief is concerned. But I know my loved one and I, we sticking it to the end, to see this billion members, because we already set up we got a QR code just that you can, a QR code reader can be put on phones. You can download on your phones, and you're going to eventually go to a store. You're going to have all your products and just shine your phone down, and then you're going to pay for it, because that QR code going to be linked to what? To the coin that's in your wallet. I can see that's happening. Now, I don't know whether admin's going to have a different way of doing it or not, but I can see it happening just like they're doing with Bitcoin right now over in Tokyo, Japan. They got several businesses right downtown Tokyo, Japan, that's taking Bitcoin right now. South Korea, they were mining mega Bitcoin farms and cryptocurrency farms, and was slow to adopt it. But behind the scenes, I know the powers that be in that country was probably investing in it all along. Now they adopted it. See, folks, you can down something like this magnitude all you want, but it's just not going to stop them. You can't stop it, because it's controlled by the internet. And who in the world going to cut off the internet? Not. If anything, they're improving it. And see, you will not know these things if you don't study this phenomenon called cryptocurrency. And our Bitcoin and our TBC is an awesome opportunity, because there's no cryptocurrency on the market side that's geared towards improving humanity. You see, our coin is all about our mission. Our mission comes first before our coin. See, everybody think about TBC. It's not something that has a mission. It's a mission with a currency, as I stated earlier. The mission comes first, folks. Abundance comes first, folks. Not greed, abundance. There's two different things. See, a lot of us, bless our hearts, all we know is about getting yours, getting mine. But it's not about that. You got to have the belief to help someone else before helping yourself. You got to become unselfish, and TBC is the unselfish type coin. So let's grow our community to 1 billion members. We're at 3.3 plus right now. We got to turn it up. If we want to get to 1 billion members by the end of this year, or by the end, or sometime in 2020, we got to get busy, folks. And I'm not saying we're not doing a great job with the systems we got in place, such as the rapid reward system and our 23-step cash flow system and our 3 campaigns. But we got to keep it moving. Okay? All right. Let me see if I got any questions. People always say I'm doing a nice broadcast. Folks, I'm just being me. And I know this thing called the Billion Coin, okay? I see some people I hadn't seen in a while here. Few people. I know my brother Darren Haywood, you know, the person that's well over 200 broadcasts. He's right behind me in broadcast. He's doing a wonderful job. He'll be doing a broadcast today, I'm quite sure. I was at his broadcast yesterday in the chat room. This guy in New Zealand, he does awesome, awesome broadcasts, folks. Got to be there to support him. Be there to support him. He said, of course. He gonna be there. Okay. Okay. I know that my little one's watching this. She's not in the chat area today, but I can tell you, I know she's watching, because she told me we talked quite a few times today. And I know that she's there. She's in this thing. But I want to say thank you all for supporting me for this live broadcast. Okay. Thank you so much for always being there. I love the support that I get from all over the world. Okay. I love even more so the one that's watching me, that always supports me right from her office or one of her offices at the hospital, because I know she's working. But I love those little ones like Miss Kayla that's watching me right now, and Miss Caitlin we call Butterball, and my lovely family member Stephanie, and my other lovely one, Miss Aunt Linda. Yeah, see, I remember no one told me that y'all what's going to be going on today. So I'm recognizing other members in the family that they're at another location watching me right now. Thank you all for watching me. I miss my family. I miss my loved ones. I miss everyone. But we got to keep working hard, building our community, folks. So let's have a wonderful rest of our day. And I'll see you all tomorrow around the same time. Peace, everybody.